people, look at this. The U.S. Department of Energy Department announces actions to secure American critical minerals and materials supply chain. This, just randomly, totaling $1 billion to advance the scale of mining, processing, and manufacturing technologies across key stages of critical minerals and material supply chains. Unleashing American energy will help ensure a more secure, predictable, and affordable supply of critical minerals and materials that are foundational to American energy dominance, national security, and industrial competitiveness. For too long, the United States has relied on foreign actors to supply and process the critical materials that are essential to modern life and our national security. Secretary Chris Wright. Thanks to President Trump's leadership, the Energy Department will play a leading role in reshoring the processing of critical minerals and expanding our domestic supply of these indispensable resources. Well, I'll be damned, but it's not just that, because now we have $50 million through the Critical Minerals and Materials CMM Accelerator Program. Ooh, promotes technology maturation that can unlock capital investments. Okay, wait. We have a lot of this. People. Okay, so the proposed NOFO addresses. Okay, all these. If we put this in, because we have you for sure. Then we could have METC, MP, NB, but there's more. And if we look, we have our usual suspects, exactly as I thought. MP Materials, Mountain Pass, so the only large-scale rare earth in North America. But now MP is at a super high because they got the 550 DoD investment and $500 million from Apple, which they are doing neodymium. We should probably write that down because not everyone's going to have neodymium, right? Dependence on a single mountain pass, that is sketchy, people. Potential revenue dips during the transition to domestic processing. Then USAR, and I almost think I was thinking TMC. They could definitely do stuff too with this. But wait, USAR was up and then it's down. But I think it could go up again because this dip, what caused it? We don't even know. Nothing really. But they were on an getting to an Uber high because here, that's after he signed that critical minerals thing. Everyone was like, rare earths, everything. Then, bam, down. But then, there you go. Actually, wait, no. I don't know when this was. This was something else. And then that was DeepSeek. And then that was him signing the thing. And then we've had this road. So, and then also, keep in mind, the TMRC kind of, I don't know, they have that deal with the round top where USAR owns a majority of it, but TMRC is doing stuff for it. Like, I don't know, developing it kind of for them. USAR, never mind. But, wait, where is this thing? Okay, so, the round top deposit contains 16 of the 17 rare earth. USAR people, I think we could, I don't know what I was looking at. You could have MP, $75. So now, if all this is going to get rushed, people, I think getting into USAR when it's down. Right now it's at a high, and I think it'll go back down. But you know that I like to say, maybe it won't, but it probably will. Everybody knows it always will. So let's go back to this here, because the mine's an expansion. Okay, then there's that other little one, EC Gold. Okay, wait, ES Gold. Fossil Energy Department intend to NOFO to support 250 million American industrial facilities that have potential to produce valuable mineral byproducts from existing industrial processes to de-risk the technical uncertainty and financial risk for commercial deployment. So that could be Eric. Damn it. If I would have looked at this at 3 hours ago, I would have went more into Eric. But they're probably going to go down too. Because I would assume, sometimes I think the signing of these types of bills is known by some people, but maybe not us. So I think it goes down some. After all this to do, I would assume, or I don't know, intent to issue NOFO up to $135 million to enhance domestic supply chain for rare earth elements. Ooh, because then, what's doing that? You. And they look like shit. No one even gave them any credit for this. Fuck that. I will give them credit for this. You have calls for you. Get out of here. They're going to get money because they're doing this shit. That's them. This is them. I would almost. They're at 951. That is a tragedy if I were to say so myself. What's their January 16th? 150. Dare I say it. I'm not big on calls, and this is gambling. And I get to decide tomorrow if I want to change my mind or not, because they're not going to put this through right now. But Let's see. No, they're not going to put it through. Anyways. All right, good. I don't know how I'm going to get that. I'm going to look at that tomorrow because people are crazy. That is definitely, most definitely all of these things, okay? And the battery stuff. The people tell me the one battery company. Eric. I had said Eric, right? I think I did. Eric, yes. But wait. I'm getting off my track. This one, now literally this industry, extraction, processing, transportation, and distribution of metallurgical coal to the steel industry, focuses on the operation of coal mining complexities, but also other stuff, not just this. High purity uranium from multiple feedbacks. This produces greater than 99% pure separated uranium. I think, applaud U.S. Cook Island Seabed Partnership, I think that Eric could do things. I really do. Because this uranium is produced uranium purities, recycled and ore base. Process design, supply commercial and defense markets requiring uranium products. I think this company could be doing something, people. I think it could. In this type of administration. If you would have to see in 4 years. I couldn't be more proud of Teams Village search barometers using industry-leading technology in the United States. Company is focused on technical bullshit's wide range of critical material inputs while scaling existing production. Refining platform continues to demonstrate unmatched versatility and efficiency in enabling a truly independent critical mineral supply chain. I guess we could say, let's see, earnings, but this is about the potential. What do they say? Investing non-core assets to enhance focus and investment. Okay. A $10 million net loss is a lot, which was significantly larger than the anticipated $7 million loss, indicating serious revenue shortfalls. But if their battery stuff and their uranium processing can be profitable, then we could see definitely on a high. And they will definitely go down. For sure. Man, oh man. Back in the spring. So I guess we'll see. Okay, wait. Other things they're doing. An award requires at least 50% recipient. Wait, did they say uranium? No, they didn't say uranium, but that's definitely one of the ones we're looking for. Plan nuanced product selection, $40 million program to develop technologies to recover minerals from industrial wastewater early this fall. Realize energy-rich compound opportunities, valorizing extraction and reuse waters. Program aims to enable the U.S. to reduce its dependence on critical mineral imports and replace them with secure domestic resources. What on earth? I would assume there are probably companies that do this. I have this one, LYSCF. That's going to be a Grok one. And they're definitely up, but this one is going to be an over-the-counter Australian-based, largest rare earth producer outside China, is building a heavy rare earth separation plant in Texas with DoD funding. Expected to open in late 2025. That one, I missed it. That's what I say. I think we have a winner there, people. A real winner. I'm not selling. And okay, and then in Utah, they're rare earth processing. People, can't be in every rare earth, but we could be in the good ones. And if UU turns out to be a good one, I would be so happy. It achieved commercial scale and DPR production in 2024, phase 1 separation circuit producing 1,000 metric tons annually. The company has secured DoD contracts and partnerships. And then NB, people, NB. That is really something that I would love to see. I would indeed. And I told somebody to sell some NB today to get more hunts, but now I wish maybe I did it. But they're on an uber high. So how much higher can they? Well, I don't know. We could see. Yeah, that is most definitely. But then again, look at MP. These rare earth things, even though NB is not producing it at all. So I'm being very, until a company is making revenue and things are coming out of the ground, kind of like UME, and UME, they, a little guy, but they had nice earnings. And then they went on Bloomberg and people seem to like them. So that's a good sign too. And there, maybe people say that's a breakout. We'll see. But that one's going to be antimony. And I would assume antimony, this one, is the junior miner focused on Round Top in Project Texas in partnership with U.S. Rare Earth. Project includes significant rare earth. So TMRC, though, is also stupid over the counter. But they're on public, but you can't buy them on public. So that could be... This is crazy, people. Crazy. These rare earths are going to fly. Gallium, that's you start again. Round top, lithium. Focus on gallium refining. Ooh, okay. This one is gonna have develop spintronics. NVEC. Let's see what this is. I've never seen this one before. Oh, this one's a lot. NVC, but they are on down. That is an interesting. And they have a 6.7% dividend. But their earnings were not good. And it doesn't look like they even have any ratings. How is their dividends on that? What does this say about them? Wait a minute. Is this them? Wait. NV. No. Oh yeah, Spintronics. Well, I don't know. Market cap, limit direct involvement in gallium refining. Benefits depend on broad semiconductor. Oh, I've heard people. Leader in silicon carbide and gallium nitride semiconductors critical for power electronics. I've heard of these guys before, and I've heard of them looking like shit. Let's see. $1.32. But that one at the dividend does look interesting. But you have low speed. Wideband focus on silicon carbide materials, devices for power, radio frequency application. Families include silicon carbide. I'm sure. Their earnings. Appoint semiconductor industry veteran. That could be $6 reality or wishful thinking. They did make their last earnings, but that is quite mixed reviews on 156.3. Well, that's all more than that. What is, they are at a low. I'm going to, I am watching them already. Okay, well, that one we could see something. Okay, and then these, the lithium ones. LAC, yes. This one, Lithium Americas is developing the Thacker Pass project in Nevada, one of the largest lithium deposits in the U.S. The company is exploring DLE technologies to improve extraction efficiency. LAC, I do like that. And LAR. LAC, lithium could be making a comeback. Finally. Did you hear that, mother? Lithium now. Maybe, because lithium has not had the best road. Oh my god, 2023 lithium. Let's not think about these times. Now, I don't know. SLI, that one is an over-the-counter. SLI, I'm almost positive. SLI stock. Wait a minute. Maybe it's not. SLI, because I thought I looked this up before and it wasn't on here. It is. And they're certainly at a high. Well, that's our year. You could say. Standard, Arkansas, Texas. A proprietary DLE. We'll write them down. Under our mining things. As maybe minings to look at another time. UU on here again. NB Rainbow Rare Earth. Well, this isn't really. Its locus could attract government interest for similar U.S. projects. Very speculative, we could see. RBW. Nope, that one's definitely going to be over the counter. RBW. Probably. It's not on there. Yeah. They are on a high too. But then you have that ES Gold one. ES Gold stock. What one is this? Yes, ESAUF. This is one that's going to take existing mining sites and revamp them with a game-changing strategy. Their sustainable mining model. So ESAUF, they could do something. And then another one, we could have MILIF. that one uncovers exceptional antimony grades at strategic European project. That could be an interesting one as well. And nobody seemed to care about that at all. Decently steady over the counter if they make some strides. And then another one, PNFP. I do like PNFP. And they are up 8% today. That is nice. They're doing mining power metals. They used to have another one, but doing the mining in Canada and exploring in Saudi Arabia, which is Trump's very good friend, so that could be good. And then, I guess, one last shot at it, people. If minerals are this critical, then won't the copper happen? Won't they need the copper at Pebblebrook? I don't know. You have NOC and TMQ. I might say, and OMEX and TMC. So we could see this is going to be the Ambler. And if that project, this sounds to me like it is a desperate situation, desperate. So I think TMQ, I think NOC could have our chances. And then you have METC, that one is doing pretty excellently. On a high there, Ramaco. And then TMC, I think I pretty much named everything. TMC's down, and they technically could get some government funding because they're applying under the license, and Gerard is at the White House enough, he might as well make TMC an American company. And then you have OMEX, but I don't know if that's going to happen. OMEX, another ocean exploration one. So, and PPTA, that could do, there's more, wait. PPTA, that one has some antimony as well. HL, Hecla, I think, and the byproduct stuff. If they can find some byproducts, that could be quite excellent. And NG's just, and we have NG, this one's going to be gold. And you could say, wait, another gold, CDE. There's a lot of gold mines, people. NEM, that's an established one. Jesus Lord. NEM, this one, you're going to have, let's see here. That one's at an all-time high, pretty much. But dividend for that one, 1.41. That's okay. Then you would have BHP, this miner, except this one. Ooh, this works out very nicely for BHP because they also segments copper, iron ore, coal. Copper can have the copper, silver, lead, zinc, molybdenum, uranium, and gold. This, Melbourne, Australia, 4.5, but their mining properties, they have them in America. I want to say Colorado. Settlement UK lawsuit. That was just a little snafu, you could say. And then we also have Rio. Oh, remember, people, that there was a China lithium mine incident. And China had to, I think, they closed the mine entirely. Wait a minute. China closes lithium mine. What happened there? Oh, yeah. Monday. Seeking to renew its expired permit, the mine's largest lithium hub has been closed under scrutiny for weeks, amid speculation that authorities wouldn't extend its license. So that could definitely be nice for Rio. Finally, they have looked like shit for a while. And they had the acquisition of Arcadian Lithium signals strategic move to strengthen its position in the global lithium market. And they have a 6.3% dividend. That is not a bad one either. A nice, safe mining stock, you could say. But what else would we have? NG, CDE. Yeah, I think that might be it. But this could be an exciting time for the mining industry.